Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for Psych 5 Social Psychology for Saturday, June 24th. Just going to go over a few items, reminders, clarifications, anything I think you need to know to help you stay on top of things and be successful in our course. So let's get started. First up, we've completed our first week of our 6-week semester, and I'm assuming by now that all of you are set up and good to go on our course page. You know how to navigate, clicking through each item in the order you find it, looking for those green check marks, etc. You're set up with your inquisitive assignments there on that platform, and you know how to use that. Currently, right now, our first exam for Unit 1, which just covers chapters 1 and 2, it's open. It's open Friday through Sunday. Today is Saturday, so you have to have it finished up by tomorrow evening, June 26th, by 11:59 p.m. Don't forget to take advantage of the study guide you'll find at the bottom of Unit 1 there. It's right above the link for the exam. And on the study guide, pay careful attention to those 2 items you will find with content that is italicized with asterisks all around it. That's going to be the information that your 2 short answer essay questions is based upon, so make sure you prepare for that well so you can easily put in your answers when it comes to those 2 short answer essay questions. And do be careful, and I had an announcement about this earlier this week, that you don't just copy and paste information from your textbook to answer those essay questions, because that's plagiarism and therefore cheating. You won't get any points, you can get in lots of trouble, so just don't do it. Please put things in your own words. You had your inquisitive assignment that was due on Thursday at 11:59 p.m. the evening before. The exam opened up on Friday at midnight there, so hopefully you got all those in there. Our second unit is open as of today on Saturday, June 25th, so you can work ahead. So if you've already finished the exam, I would recommend going ahead and starting to work through Unit 2. Unit 2 has 3 chapters, as will our remaining units as well. So this time it's chapters 3, 4, and 5. So you can work on the discussions, you can work on the quizzes, you can do all the inquisitive stuff, you can knock all that out of the way, so all you have left is the exam. The exam is the only item you can't get to ahead of time. It has a dedicated 3-day window, and outside of that 3-day window of availability, you can't get to the exam, and I'm sure you all probably realize that by now. Next up here is don't forget, and I had announcements about this, I had videos about this there in the welcome video and the orientation video, that you need to click each item in the order you find it in order to move forward. So if you see an item in a unit that you want to get to and it's grayed out and won't let you open it, the only reason for that would be that you haven't opened up all the items above it. So look for those green check marks, treat those like a Hansel and Gretel trail. You can see where you've been, you can see where you haven't been, and so as long as you see green check marks all the way above the item you want to get to, you shouldn't have a problem getting to it there. So do keep that in mind, and also do keep in mind, as I show you again on the welcome video and that orientation video and an announcement before classes started, and again a reminder this week, is that you can find all your assignments in one place. You can click on the syllabus link in the course menu, you can click on the calendar link in the Canvas main menu, and you can see all the assignments for the entire 6-week semester all in one place, all the due dates, all the due times, so you can plan ahead easily. So just keep that in mind. Next up here is that your first chapter in our Unit 2, which is Chapter 3. Its discussion and quiz is due next Tuesday on the 28th. Remember, the discussions are due by 9 p.m. The quizzes are due by 11:59 p.m. on the same day, so there's that differential in the due time there. And make sure you get them submitted by then. And by the way, with the feedback I provide for your discussion comments there, those are private only to you, so for your eyes only. I don't make those public. So do take a look at the comments that I post there on your submission. When you open up your score, you should see the comments there. So I do try to give you constructive feedback, especially if you didn't fully answer the discussion, and because some of the discussions have more than one prompt, so make sure you fully answer each prompt. And one little tip to make sure you don't miss any of those prompts is that when you go ahead and start entering your response, you might want to go ahead and copy and paste the prompts into your response box there. That way you can easily check to make sure you haven't forgotten to address anything, because it's just a nice little tip, and I don't mind if you paste in the prompts that way. In fact, I appreciate it, because that way I can see you really didn't forget anything too. So please keep that in mind there. Next up here is a big thing. Don't forget that the first part of your APA style literature review paper is coming up on Wednesday, July 6th, so not this coming week, but the following week there. So you'll get an announcement about that soon. You'll find the information, the instructions about how to do the parts of the paper there in the dedicated APA Literature Review module. You'll find that underneath Unit 5 of our course material. So scroll down past Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Underneath Unit 5, you'll see the APA Literature Review module there, so make sure you take a look there. You'll see the instructions for Component 1. And for Component 1 instructions, when you open them at the very top, you'll see a little short how-to video where I walk you through with screenshots and just show you what you need to do there. It's short to the point. It'll really help you out, so you'll be glad that you watched it there. You're also going to find a sample completed submission for this first part of the paper assignment there, so do take a look at that sample. It's always helpful to have a model to work from, so you don't have to guess about what you need to turn in. And as you'll find in the instructions there too, your topic of your paper has to be on something in social psychology. You have a whole textbook to give you ideas. So papers on things like Alzheimer's, autism, drug abuse, memory in human infants, all those things are not social psychology topics, so it can't be on things like that. But take a look at your book. It's a really rich resource for topic ideas, including what are called the modules at the back of the book there too. After chapter 14, there's all kinds of goodies in there too. You're going to turn in your topic. You're also going to turn in a thesis statement of how you're going to approach your topic. I have examples of this again in the samples on the instructions there, but just for quick example, if you want to examine the topic of altruism, which is chapter 14 on helping behavior, well, you can't just say I'm going to explore altruism. You need to say I'm going to examine gender and ethnic differences around altruism. That would be an example of a pretty decent thesis statement. So you have to kind of narrow it down, and the last thing you need to provide are at least 5 APA style references. Your references must be actual pieces of academic peer-reviewed research articles, what we call journal articles from the scientific publications. You have to have at least 5, and they must be in APA style, so don't use references like newspapers, magazines, psychology-related blogs and websites, books, that kind of stuff. That's not actual research. I want you to cite research articles just like the stuff they cite in your textbook. When you're reading about, a topic there, they cite the actual studies. You'll see authors' names and year of publication in parentheses. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about there. If you need help locating suitable academic peer-reviewed resources, I posted an announcement already on our course page about what's called a RAP session, R-A-P, at the library. That's a reference librarian. Will meet with you virtually, and they will help you out to locate correct resources. So if you need that extra help, but I do have instructions on how you can find resources easily, but just in case, schedule a RAP session there. Underneath the instructions in that APA Literature Review module, right underneath it, you'll see a clearly labeled submission area. So that's where you're going to upload your file when you are ready to submit. You're not going to email it to me, so please don't. Make sure you upload it there in the area I provided, and it must be in Microsoft Word, so I'm not accepting PDFs and Google Docs and things like that. You have free access to Microsoft Word through the Office 365 link you will find on any Canvas course page. It's free, so go ahead and use it. If you don't have a copy of that already, you can use. And as you'll find at the very bottom of the instructions, and also at the bottom of the submission area there, I have a reminder about the late policies for written submissions in the course. This is the same policy you'll find on your course syllabus there. It's 10% deduction if it's just late. So if you don't turn it in by its original due date and time of Wednesday, July 6th, if you turn it in, say, the following Thursday there, you're going to lose 10% off just for that. And for every additional 24-hour period, it's another 5% off. And after 72 hours from the original due date and time, and this is all in the instructions there, don't need to write this down, you won't be able to submit at all. So you have kind of a 3-day window, 72 hours to get it in late, but after that you won't be able to submit it at all. And I would highly recommend that you submit it on time and early if possible there, just so you don't lose any points. And also in the instructions you'll find what's called a rubric. A rubric is a file I've embedded there in the instructions. It just tells you how points are going to be earned for this particular part of the paper assignment, what's going to cost you points if you get it wrong. In other words, do take a look at that. A lot of this has to do with APA style and formatting, which is its own beast. You just have to learn it. It's no different than like MLA style in some ways. You just have to learn it and get it right. It's not my style. It's just what APS style is, and any of us that write formal papers have to use it. So make sure that you're careful about your formatting. Again, there's a link to the library website showing you how to do all that stuff. And also take a look at the sample submission I have there again as well. That'll really help you out and make you more comfortable. And you are going to be finding actual research publications, that is journal articles, and there's a real standard APA style and formatting of those. Look at the sample, you'll see what I mean. They're all formatted the same way as far as the name of the article, the name of the journal it came from, the page numbers, etc. It's all there, and do take a look at that. All right, that's it. So if you need anything in the meantime, do reach out via email on Canvas, and I'll be glad to get back to you. Otherwise, good luck on your exam. Hopefully I'll see some of you on Monday for our live Zoom session. Remember, those are not required, they're optional. Otherwise, I'll see you again here next Saturday, and of course I'll see you in those lecture videos, which I know you're all watching. Okay? All right, take care until next time.